YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you taking the time to hit the video today. As always, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment if you would like. Also, if you want to know when the next one drops, hit that bell, you'll get a notification. We are back here on College Football 25 in our Hamline Piper Dynasty series. We are now in week 3 of the bowl, and you might be saying, well, why? Well, the last you saw, we won the Big 12 championship. And then for like the third time, I had a recording issue. So, as you can see here, we played Wisconsin, if it ever shows up, and we won 42-17. They started the game with the ball. They went down and they scored relatively easy. We got a 3 and out, punted it to them, and then from there it was pretty much game over. They did score the last 10 points of the game, but as you can look at the stats, we had 21 first downs, 490 yards. We ran for 156 and a touchdown. We completed 20 times for five touchdowns. We just really dominated the game, realistically. So it's just, yeah, I don't know. I'm very disappointed. It was fun to watch early, and it's just a bummer that it messed up again. Anyway, Jarvis, 329, 4 touchdowns, 15 of 19 for a 78.9 completion rate percentage, so about 79%. Not shown here is Hardy also threw for a touchdown. You can see here he ran for a touchdown as well as 112 on the ground and 16 carries, averaging 7 yards. Takeoff averaged 4.1, and then Arnold and Cardoza got in late due to the blowout nature of the game. Receiving, Bell had 4 catches, which led the team, and also had 138 yards, which led the team and the touchdown. Hag had 2 for 66 and a touchdown. Robert had 2 for 24 and a touchdown. LeBeau broke the game open really on this one catch in the first quarter. This was after our first 3 and out. We took the shot to LeBeau, which really opened up the offense. Hardy also caught a touchdown, and then PJ Takeoff caught one from Hardy in the Wildcat. So Hardy had a great game. He threw for 1, ran for 1, and caught 1. So really good showing from him. Defensively, Holland was all over the place, had 16 tackles, 4 for loss, and a sack. Cano had 13 tackles, 3 for loss, and a sack and a half. Davis played well with 9 tackles. Landman had 8 tackles with 3 for loss. Verrier had 5 tackles. Of those, 4 were for loss and 2.5 sacks. And then you had Kamar and Ellis also having 5 tackles. 1 interception by Sidney Stovall. And that was on their second or maybe third drive, and they were driving, so it was a red zone interception. We also had a stop on the 1-yard line as well. So now that we are caught up with that, you already saw that we're playing Oregon. We'll show you the kind of the path that they had to take here to get to us in the semifinals. Again, when this loads. Okay, it never loaded. So Oregon beat Notre Dame at Notre Dame, and then they blanked LSU 26-0. On the top half, USC beat Michigan, and then Middle Tennessee State also beat Virginia Tech. So it's the 4 seed, the 3 seed, which is us, and then the 10th seed and an 8 seed. Those are the final 4 left. As you can see, we had the higher staff. Our offensive coordinator left after the first week of bowls. So last week, Chief Tummy Tuck took over the offensive coordinator, offensive play calling, and he will do the same today. As we hop into the game, you can see Oregon is highly rated and rated better than us, so we'll see how we fare. Defense gets to start off on the field and hopefully make a statement here in the Orange Bowl. They're going to start with the run on the ground. We are going to run down the field. That's not the right thing. Run down the line is what I wanted and tackle him. After a gain of 4, he's going to get a gain of 3. And we will see how aggressive they come out. That is by far they are more of a passing team than they are a running team. So two runs to start is kind of interesting. And what's even more interesting is the third one, and Cano gets in the backfield and brings him down. They're going to have to punt. All right, offense on the field. We're going to go a little play action here. Madden is going to drop it. Madden is higher rated than Robert, but Robert's just way more explosive and more reliable, so hence why Robert is a big focal point in our offense, as well as Ty Hardy. He is the catalyst. As he goes, we go as an offense. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5, though. They're pressing. We'll see if Hag wins. He does. We just got to get it out there. And we do. He doesn't have the speed or the power to break free from the corner, but he picks up the first down and has a huge play to start this game. Now we're going to go back to Old Trusty with Hardy on the run. Robert goes and gets the safety instead of the linebacker. We're going to settle for a gain of 8. 2nd and 2. We're going to go back to the ground here. Madden lets the DN shoot inside of him, and that is going to cause a 3rd and 4. We got Robert and takeoff. These are our 2 reads. Robert gets hung up. He does catch it. It's going to be 4th and 1, though. And we are going to be aggressive here. We clearly feel like we can go ahead and get this 1 yard. And Ty Hardy runs hard with it to get that first down. Now, we're going to bring in the goal line formation. And we're going to pitch it out and see if takeoff can get to the corner. They thought that it was going to be an inside run. He's somehow counted down outside the end zone. I don't know how that worked, but we're going to go ahead and take Ty Hardy back on the field, and he's going to find the crease. Touchdown, Pipers. Defense back out here on the field after the stop last possession. They're going to go ahead and hand it off yet again. Landman gets absolutely blown up, but we rally to make the tackle after 3 yards. Diving catch. I tried to bait it a little too much. The route was deeper than I thought it was going to be. But we live and we learn. They're going to throw it out. We just got to go make the tackle. Great job by Kamar coming up and making the tackle there on the junior receiver. Again, if you know really anything about college football, Oregon is known as the speed university, essentially. They are known for fast receivers, fast everything, really. That's really going to make us be disciplined today because we just don't have that speed to match them. So it might affect how aggressive we are defensively and how explosive we are offensively, realistically. So we just got to find a way to ensure that they're going to try that little fake jet again, and we get into the backfield. Cano, for the second time, sits on that play and blows it up. We have to just ensure that we are disciplined today, and we just got to make sure that their speed doesn't frustrate us. We just got to tip the cap when they do run with speed and beat us, because it's just how our team is built at this point. Obviously, we are in the midst of building this team to match a speed of like an Oregon, and also a toughness of all these other schools as well. They have a comeback route. Tackle him. Oh my, his forward progress went all the way back, and then he fought his way to a first down. That is a bummer. That was played pretty well by us, to be honest. They're going to go ahead and run it. Davis comes up, lays the hammer on their running back. They gain a gain of 4. Again, as I mentioned earlier, they're running the ball way more than what their stats and what their scouting percentages would tell you. What are we doing? Deloach, what are we doing? Why are we following him when your zone is over there? So it's interesting to see that they're really relying on the run game, opposed to the passing game, because the scout report says they throw the ball a lot, like 83% of the time. So anyway, that's going to be the end of the first quarter. They are knocking on the door to tie the game. Let's see if our defense can come up with a huge stop here and at least force them to kick a field goal opposed to scoring a touchdown. They're in Wildcat, and Verrier makes the tackle in the backfield. What a play by Verrier. Oh, we leave him in the corner of the end zone, wide open, touchdown, Oregon. Offense back out on the field here after the score last possession. And after the defense gave up a score as well. Again, they're just a matchup nightmare kind of for us. I'm going to try not to just beat the dead horse of continuing to say that. But, I mean, it's the truth. So, we're going to have to just make sure we play disciplined today. And we'll take it as it goes. Robert takes that linebacker up the field with him, so we were able to drop it off to Ty Hardy for the first down as we continue to move the ball. Robert, gets a good kick-out block, but he gets magnetized into that tackle animation. That's tough. That was a really good block by Robert, who is more of a receiving guy than a blocking guy. So when we can compliment on him on his blocks, that means that he's doing a really, really good job. He's going to bring up 3rd and 4. We are going to hit Hag. Robert's going to be out in front again. He throws a good block, but they're able to magnetize through his block for a tackle. What's happening? Super annoying, but big play on a 3rd down. Yet again, PJ Takeoff is in the game for Hardy. Again, just off the block. We can't hold a block right now, and it's really costing us yards. Great job by a right tackle sealing off the edge there to ensure that Ty Hardy picks up the first down. Ty Hardy's been held in check, averaging 2.9 yards per carry here in the early going. But our offense is moving the ball, and that's all we can ask for. Ty Hardy gets another 8 yards there as we make it 2nd and 2 inside the 10-yard line. Those two DNs. Ty Hardy runs through a tackler and gets brought down after picking up the first down. PJ Takeoff joins the game here down at the 3-yard line. He is going to try to power his way into the end zone. He gets knocked back a little bit. We're going to give it back to him, and he powers his way into the end zone and takes us off for the lead. Touchdown, Pipers. Defense here out on the field again. After giving up the touchdown the last possession, we'll see how we fare. And to start, What a play by Sidney Staball from the slot, coming in and making the tackle in the backfield. 2nd and 14. We're going to bring some pressure. They're going to hand it off again, and they're going to lose more yardage. It's going to be 3rd and 18. No deep plays here. We're just going to drop back in here. And we lurk it. Cano with the pick. There's nobody over here. We're going to get a block from Kamar, and Arthur Cano with the 38-yard pick six. 6 times 2, 12 in the end zone. Touchdown, Pipers. Defense back out on the field here after the pick six, the last possession. We'll see how they handle that. We're just going to go out, throw a quick little RPO, and we are all over it again. We're going to bring a little pressure here. This is kind of the package that worries me with the speed of Oregon. They're going to hand it off, though, right into the teeth of the blitz. Landman makes the tackle after a gain of 1. We are getting close to the 2-minute timeout here in the second quarter, up 21-7. We get there, he's just going to have to throw it away. It's going to be 4th and 7. They're going to have to punt. After a false start on our right guard, we are here in 1st and 15. We're going to throw it out, pick up those 5, even 6 yards there. Trayon Bell comes down with the completion. 2nd and 9, just under 2 minutes here to play in the second quarter in the Orange Bowl. We throw it out to Ty Hardy. He is going to pick up the first down on the screen pass. Do we highball this? We're going to highball to Hag, see if he can come down with it. It's slightly underthrown, but the DB knocks it out. I thought we had it there for a second. We just had to get rid of that. We were under immense pressure by their defense. Sending Hag deep. We're going to keep him in the block. We're going to lead Bell in the middle of the field, but it is just outside of his reach. Diving attempt by Bell, but he could not get there. We're just going to see how they kind of come out in this. I actually might go for it with Hag on the left. He got off of it. It's underthrown. Jarvis just has to get it to the sideline, and that's going to be a first down. Instead, we turn it over on down, giving Oregon 1 minute and 10 seconds to get into some type of scoring position. They have all 3 timeouts. They get a short little throw there to gain 9. Those are the throws that Jarvis kind of frustrates us with sometimes. Guy gets separation, should just be able to float it out to him in between coverage, and he underthrows it. But it's one of those things where we got to move on from it. It was an aggressive play call that did not pay off. Landman should have had that pick, but instead goes for the pass breakup, which is better than a completion, so we can't be too upset about it. We're going to run with that, and we're going to get home. Bobby Sanders with the sack. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 17. They called a timeout. 55 seconds left. Oh, we got cooked. Thank God they did not go there. I'm going to call timeout so we get the ball back as well. They're going to come out and kick a field goal here. And it's up and it's good from 51, I think. We are going to go for a score here. We're going to get it to Ty Hardy. We're hoping Peaks could give us a little bit better of a block there, but We're going to carry everybody deep here. So hopefully we can... We had peaks. We had exactly what we wanted. We just did not have the time to complete it. We're going to go ahead and kind of come up with the same plan. We're going to hit Bell early, though, and we're going to get down. We have one timeout left. Let's see if we can get this. Oh, I thought it was a wheel route from Robert. Picked. Oh, please don't let him return this. Jarvis. They're going to be in position to score again. Just too much loft on that. Oh, just brutal. No way that's a touchdown. Oh my goodness gracious. What an absolute crap from you. We're going to give it to Ty Hardy. He's going to break a tackle. We're going to have time to take one deep shot. We really did that mainly to get us on a sideline, because it seems like this play works better when it's on a sideline. Oh, and Hag comes up with the prayer, breaks a tackle, touchdown Pipers. EA giving it back. After the absolute gift from EA to make it 28-17 right before half, we get the ball to start the second half. It's going to be a heavy dose of that, man. We are going to chew the clock. And the reason we're going to chew the clock this early is because EA is in its bag. And I'm not leaving this game up to chance anymore with EA. So we're going to just grind the clock, run the ball with Hardy and Takeoff and Cardoza if he ends up coming in. But we are not putting this game in the hands of EA after those two touchdown plays towards the end of the first half. Well, not towards, at the end of the first half. The Ducks take a stand there and say there's no more running that play. So we're going to go ahead and go to a different look. We're going to go to the short side here. Again, running the clock down, really shortening this game. What a great job sealing the end there. We're going to get to 3rd and 2. We're going to go right back to the same play. We're going to do the same exact idea. We're going to the weak side. PJ Takeoff blows the guy up and makes the first down. That's going to not only lengthen the drive, but it's also going to take some time off the clock. We are going to take a shot here, though. Hag, another big one from him here, and we false start. Why? Why are we the higher seed, but we're the away team? That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But, anywho, we're going to go ahead and give it to Ty Hardy. He's only going to pick up 2. Realistically, in real life, it doesn't matter, right? But in the game, they have home field advantage stuff that is working for them. So that's why I brought it up, is because there is actual things within like the coach tree and stuff that would affect it at this point. So again, that's the only reason I really bring it up. Is it really going to matter a whole lot? No. We can see our routes. It's not like it's one of those home field advantages, but it's enough, right? We're gonna come up and we're gonna go for this. And Ty Hardy is going to pick up the first down. What a hard-nosed run from Ty Hardy. Again, it's going to not only extend the drive, especially with it being on 4th down, but it's also going to let us continue to eat at this clock. Up 11 here in the 3rd quarter. Ty Hardy is starting to slow down quite a bit. But we're going to give him a break here by handing it to Bell. On the jet pass, Ty Hardy doesn't block that guy. Again, broken record. There's the speed of Oregon. It's one of our favorite plays. We're just out of reach of Roberts. That was perfect. But we're going to have to settle for 3. It's not an easy kick by any means. 51 yards. It should be right down the middle, however, and we are going to take a 31-17 lead. All right, defense back on the field. We chewed almost the entire 3rd quarter with our offensive drive. They're going to go on the ground to start theirs, which is a very interesting tactic. Down to 2 scores here. We just ran 7 minutes off the clock. They're going to go back. Davis. What was that angle, Davis? John Sheets chasing him down the field. Davis ran literally right by him at the point of attack. That's tough. They are destroying us on the ground. They're going to have a deep comeback. We're going to catch it in front. They're going to get pushed out of bounds. We're going to go ahead, since we're down here anyway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to bring some pressure, first of all. Secondly, we're going to press. They're going to go to the ground yet again, and realistically, we're okay with that. With how we're approaching the second half, they're just feeding into our hands right now by continually going to the running back. Kamara comes up, makes the tackle. He does get the 1st down, but that clock just keeps on ticking. See if the defense can come up with a huge turnover here in the red zone. Dion Shore with the huge tackle for loss. Puts them behind the sticks, 2nd and 14. They're going to play action right in my zone. It's going to be incomplete. That is very fortunate for us. See what they end up running here. And what a great play by Arthur Cano. They're going to go and go for another field goal here to make it 20-31. Should be a pretty straightforward kick for them. It is. There's going to be 3 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. To ensure that we didn't have to run a play in the 3rd quarter, we ran it out. It was right at the goal line, so that's why we're down at the 17. Typically, I don't run it out if it's in the end zone, but again, just a tactic to really shorten this game. It's still a 2-possession game at this point, with them settling for the field goal. Ty Hardy is going to get us to 3rd and 3. We're going to play action to Hardy. We're going to throw it to Hardy. We wanted Madden, but he got stuck. He got absolutely held up on the line, so we did not have our safety valve, and everybody else was pretty much covered. So good thing that Ty Hardy was able to get out and make the tackle. I want him to get down because he is in serious wear and tear right now. So Arnold is going to make an appearance here. I don't know why he gets carries in this formation over like a takeoff or even Cardoza, but this is the 2nd game in a row that he has gotten in that type of situation. So If we didn't have chew clock on, we'd probably trust Hag here in this situation to go over the top. But we're going to go ahead and give it to Ty Hardy. He's going to pick up 1. We need to get to the edge. So we're going to go with a stretch. And instead of Hardy taking the play off, he's going to probably get injured on this play. Definitely doesn't have the speed right now. So that's going to halt the drive a little bit. Hopefully we can get what we're looking for here. We're going to anticipate down the field. It's up. And that right there is why I'm not giving EA a chance to mess this game up. That right there is why I was playing the way I was playing. Nobody around him. I tried to possession catch it, and it doesn't allow me to possession catch it. And it gets popped up in the air and intercepted. Unbelievable. We got to let it go. We got to get a stop here. Another field goal will be fine. I doubt they settle for one this late in the game, but it does make it only a one possession game if they do get the field goal. So we'll end up seeing how they want to approach it as we get down to that point. They're going to just take the drop off to the running back. I mean, he is dead tired. He probably should fumble that. I mean, if what just happened to me is any indication of the things that happen in this game, that should be a fumble. We're going to get home. Deion Shore and Bobby Sanders team up to take down the quarterback, which is a good thing because they had that corner route with the tight end because they had taken everybody else out of the route. They have a deep sit-down route. It's going to be 3rd and inches, but we're under 3 minutes left. Oh, Ellis. Okay, so this is the situation we're talking about. They're going to make it an 8-point game. They have all 3 timeouts. They still have the 2-minute timeout as well. They just got roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
Oh boy! All right. North foot contusion. He's going to be out for the entirety of the game. The only good thing about this, realistically, is it makes them burn some more clock. So that's the only good thing about that penalty. It's still very frustrating. We can't get home, however, he has to throw it away. Yet again, wasting valuable time for them. Sit here. He's going to throw into traffic, and it's going to be knocked out, and they're going to settle for a field goal again. So, great job by the defense after the running into the kicker. That also took away 40 seconds off of the clock. Offense on the field here. We were going to see if we could steal a cheap touchdown. We couldn't. However, we are going to get it down to the 2-minute timeout. And we need 2 first downs to finish this game. They are coming up to stop the run. We're going to hit Robert. Just kidding. Please come back to it. As long as it wasn't intercepted. It came up like they guessed run again, but am I going to fall for it again? Yes, I am. We'll see if Hag can win. Hag wins. We overthrow it. Oh my Lord Almighty. Ty Hardy gets hurt, so they don't even have to call their timeout.
Looks like a man is down in the field at the last play, so they'll take a timeout. They're late in the game and keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead.
Holy thank the Lord. Peaks with the huge catch down the seam, and that should pretty much do it. If they were smart, they would just let us score, but okay, maybe they did. That defensive tackle could have tackled us, but he didn't. High ankle sprain for Ty Hardy. Hopefully that does not carry into next week. They have one more timeout here. Takeoff's going to get stopped yet again. We're going to go ahead and keep it on the ground with takeoff. That's fine. They get a free timeout again. This game is terrible. We're going to settle for a field goal here, make it a 14-point game. Or, sorry, 11-point game. Let's get this straight. I love this game. However, some of the stuff that happens is just insane. Ty Hardy gets hurt, so they don't have to burn their first timeout. Then we force them to burn all their timeouts. When they don't have any left and I want to run the clock down, they get an injury timeout. It's like Ole Miss trying to make their players get hurt. And fake hurt. Fake injuries, not fake hurt. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore, but we got home for a sack. Their receivers were so far downfield. This is slowly becoming impossible for the Ducks. They're going to find a little space in our zones, though. They're going to catch for a first down. That's really okay at this point. They're going to go run up and spike it. It's going to be under 39 seconds. It's going to be 38 seconds. I meant to say under 40 seconds. Woof. I am wound up about this game right now. They're going to take his deep shot on Kamar, and he's going to catch it, but we're going to get him tackled. We're going to run up and spike it again. It's going to be under 30 seconds this time. 28 seconds left. They need an absolute miracle. Honestly, they should think about taking the field goal here to get points and then try to get the onside kick to go score a touchdown. But maybe that's a different story if they have timeouts. He's just going to throw it away. It's going to be 4th and 10. I really want to bring pressure, but I'm going to stay in the zone. They're going to throw it. It's going to be incomplete. Deloach with the breakup, and that is going to do it. Hard fought game. Oregon's no slouch. There's a reason they got to the semifinals. Just a little help from EA for them to really make this a lot closer than it really felt. But very stressful game. But we are back to the championship. Our back-to-back is still alive. 15 of 26, 295, 1 touchdown, 2 picks from Jarvis. 26 carries for 110, 1 touchdown for Hardy. He does have a sprained ankle. Hopefully he's able to play next week. Hag had 152 receiving yards, 1 touchdown, and that was that huge play at the end of the half. Ty Hardy 5 for 50, Bell 4 for 40. Peaks had 2 for 49 as well. Peaks had that huge one late in the game. Defensively, Davis, 9 tackles yet again. Cano and Ellis both have 7. Both had 2 for losses as well. Landman, 6. Sanders, 5. 3 for loss for Sanders. 2 sacks for him as well. 1.5 for Sheets. A half each for Shore and Ellis. We did have an interception by Cano. Took it back to the house as well for a touchdown. Defense showed up and played really well against a really good, fast Oregon team. And that is going to be the end of the video. I appreciate you taking the time to click on the video. If you haven't already, drop a like, leave a comment. I appreciate your support as always. I hope you have a good day. I hope you had a great day. Spread the word. Peace.